From a young age, I've always told myself that I wanted to inspire people. I want to push people to be better. So let's just go ahead and talk about some things. So basically, do you find yourself going through a hard time, a time where you feel like things aren't the way you want them to be, and things are just messed up? To be honest with you, I just want you to know that you're not alone. Even everyone that you see on Instagram or Facebook looking like they're living the best life, their life isn't actually perfect. We all just post our good times, our best times. No, like how many of you would actually post yourself crying or would post a bad day at work? No one does that, but we do. But that does happen, and you need to know that it really happens a lot. So whenever I'm facing a hard time, I'll tell you what I like to do. It's probably nice that you find yourself a hobby. Like for example, I like a few things that I've noticed makes me happy is being around good energy, just being around things that makes me forget what I might be going through at the moment. That's the reason why is it doesn't me being in a situation like that doesn't necessarily make it go away, but it's like a temporary relief of what I'm possibly going through. And then it's also like a refresher. After putting myself in a situation that makes me happy and makes me forget about things that I might be going through, after putting myself in that situation, I kind of feel refreshed to actually attack what I need to attack. What I mean by that is, let's say I have a bad day or I have something that I need to figure out, and nothing is making me feel better. I like to either go to the movies, go be around people that I just think would make me laugh, or the best thing that I like to do is traveling. Traveling refreshes my soul. I don't know what it does to me when I'm outside of the country. My body glows. My skin glows. People are like, why are you glowing? Are you use I'm not like I wouldn't have any makeup on and you would literally think I have makeup on, but it's just that's what traveling does to me as a person. But as for you, you have to find I believe you have to find what relieves your stress, what and then go ahead and do it. And then once you do that, like I said, it doesn't mean that's necessarily going to make your problems go away. It just refreshes you so that you have a fresh mind to possibly go ahead and attack whatever it is that you might be going through, right? So that's the way I've tried to attack things. And then I just want you to know overall, no bad situation is permanent, okay? No bad situation is permanent. It's just temporary. You have to just the way you react under pressure also determines how things are going to go out sometimes. So and I guess most of all, sometimes you just need to take a step back and let your faith work for you. You just have to pray. You have to pray. For me, everything that I am today, I believe I'm an epitome of God's blessings. Basically, God has blessed me in so many ways. Even when I'm having a bad time, He always finds a way, and that's because I decided to stay close to Him. That's because I decided. I would say God found me, but then I decided to grab Him. I decided to grab a hold of Him and say, God, you're not going anywhere. You're not going anywhere. I'm gonna hold on to you for as long as I can possibly can, because I've noticed with you my life is better. Whatever situation I could be in, I am able to get out of it because I know you, because I know God, and I trust in Him. I trust in Him to take care of things. I trust in Him to bless me. I trust in Him to guide me in every step of the way. And so far, He's always done that. So if you find yourself going through anything, look for things to do to refresh yourself. And then possibly when you refresh yourself, while refreshing, also always, even when you're in the midst of people, sometimes take like a minute, think in your mind and think about God. You don't need to necessarily pray out loud for Him to hear you. Say it in your mind. Sometimes I find myself in the midst of people and I would just find myself like zoning out and saying, thank you, God. Thank you. So you can do that as well. And then after refreshing yourself, go ahead and try to come up with a plan of action. How could I possibly take care of this, right? Then after you do that, at the same time, pray. And just remember, and just try to be wise when you make your decisions. If you need to seek advice, I'm not necessarily big on sharing with a lot of people, but if you have, because I have trust issues, to be honest with you. So if you have anyone that you feel like you can trust, or that you feel like is wise enough, do not ask advice from people that I guess are do not advise from people that you know are not like fully capable of giving it to you, because you don't want to get led the wrong way. um it's good to have people that are wise around you. I've been fortunate to have some people that I could call on when, you know, things are a little bit rocky, and they just always, sometimes they know the right things to say, and sometimes I just, even though they know the right things to say, it doesn't necessarily solve the problem. But your faith is what keeps you going. Sometimes it's okay to feel sad, it's okay to feel down, sometimes you might feel depressed or whatever, but just let your faith keep you going. If you're depressed, just remember